the next presentation. We just want to have a 5-minute presentation from Galaxy Backbone. Please, can we give them a round of applause? Galaxy Backbone.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Fatai Akinshola. I'm the CISO and the Head Business Continuity Galaxy Backbone. So I'll be talking to you this morning about the services that we offer, as well as some of the things that we do as far as cyber security is concerned. Now, about Galaxy Backbone. Galaxy Backbone is an establishment of a federal government established in 2006, and the primary mandate given to Galaxy Backbone is the setting up of an operating a unified information and communication technology infrastructure platform that addresses the connectivity, transfer, and other technology imperatives for ministry, departments, and agencies. So one of the primary purpose of setting up a Galaxy Backbone is to provide shared IT services to ministry, department, and agencies. And of recent, it is also been extended to enterprise customers. So I'll just do a quick overview of the services that we provide. We have about 30 different services grouped under 3 different categories. So under connectivity services, these are the services, about 5 of them: Galaxy Express, Galaxy Ultra Plus, Galaxy Ultra Premium, and so on and so forth. Because of the time factor, I will not want to bore you going through everything. Then under network services, we have these services in different categories and with different features and functionalities. Then under productivity services, we have about 5 different services. Then data center services. Galaxy has data centers at different locations. We have our primary data center here in Abuja, and another data center, disaster recovery data center, is coming up in Kano that will be activated anytime between now and next month. Another one is also coming up in Lagos. So the reason why we have these data centers at different locations is to be as close as possible to our customers, such that if we have a customer in Lagos that wants to host their services, we don't need to bring them all the way to Abuja. We can have them hosted on our data center in Lagos while backing up to Abuja or to Kano, depending on the nature and the characteristics of the services. So these are the different categories of services. Then we also have professional services as well as security services. So we are talking about cyber security. So the second part of this presentation will talk a little more about what we do under cyber security. Now, these are the descriptions of the different kinds of services. So because of the time, so we may not be able to go through everything. So Galaxy Express, we can see the characteristics. So what it means is that under internet services, so we have it in different categories. So you can have it in your house, enterprise customers, different sizes of customers. We have different kinds of internet services that we suit, the different categories of our customers. So also under internet services, Galaxy eConnect Solo, Galaxy eConnect Soho, Galaxy eConnect Estate, and so on and so forth. Then, under productivity services, so these are the services. They are also in different categories. So one of the flagship of Galaxy services is GovMail. This is the email service for government, official, secure, anytime, anywhere, on any device. Email on the government domain.gov.ng. So this particular service is just to prevent our customers, government officials, from using generally available email services like Yahoo, Hotmail, and stuff like that. Then we also have data center services. Like I said earlier, we have data centers in different locations, and this is aimed at bringing these services as close as possible to our customers. So we have this in the form of Galaxy Host Basic. That is, if you have your infrastructure, you don't want to build your own data center. So you can come to Galaxy. It can be hosted in any of these locations. Then Galaxy Colo Plus, Galaxy Host Premium, and so on and so forth. Then we have number 4 as a Galaxy Backup and Galaxy Backup Plus. So if you have this infrastructure in your office and you want to back it up in one of the Galaxy data centers, this is also possible. We also have some customers that everything about what they have infrastructure-wise is hosted in Galaxy. All you just need is a connectivity to your office. So you don't bother yourself about how to take care of the cooling, the physical security, the lighting, and so on and so forth. Then we have security services. So these are some of the services offered by Galaxy. Galaxy Defense Action Services, Galaxy Brand Protection Services. So Galaxy is coming up with a SOC at Abuja Data Center. So from Galaxy's perspective, all the servers, all the critical infrastructures, they all send logs to the SOC, and we have people on day-to-day basis analyzing, reviewing, and trying to understand what is happening around our infrastructure. So we have these services in different categories, as we can see on the screen. Then we also have professional services, 2 of them. So that is pretty much around the services. So I will quickly go to some of the things that we do as an organization, as a Galaxy backbone, as far as cybersecurity is concerned. So we know that the key concept of cybersecurity is around confidentiality, integrity, availability, authenticity, as well as non-repudiation. So all of these are being addressed and are being taken care of to ensure that these are not compromised in any form. So cybersecurity attack surface. So we try to, as much as possible, ensure that we understand vulnerabilities around us, so that these vulnerabilities can be managed properly. We also have a detailed list of all our assets. We have over 100 servers, all of which we know their location, their characteristics, their makeup, everything about them, so that we can understand what is going on around these assets. And then we also appreciate all the threats that exist around us, so that they can be monitored and managed to a level that they will not cause any harm or damage. So the point here is that we understand the level of our exposure, as well as the kind of attack that can actually come as a result of this exposure. So now we look at cybersecurity from these different perspectives. So we do not just isolate any particular area, pretending that everything is fine. No, we have an overview of everything, from network security to application security, endpoint security, data, and so on and so forth. Now, what do we manage? So if we look at this slide, so we have threat actors. So we try to understand all the different actors that actually cause issue damage, unauthorized access, or whatever to your assets. And we try to, as much as possible, deploy technologies, processes, controls, and so on and so forth to ensure that we understand what is happening with respect to this. We also have the listing of different kinds of vulnerabilities that we need to manage to ensure that we are as secure as possible. We have them in different forms: malware, web-based attacks, web application attacks, phishing, and so on and so forth. Then we also take cognizance of the third column in the form of legislation, people, organization, structure, processes, technical, physical, and so on and so forth. Then what are those things that we need to ensure that are properly managed to prevent unnecessary or unexpected exposure in the form of confidentiality, integrity, availability of our information. And then further consequences, we also appreciate the what impact that improper management of a cybersecurity can cause to national security, the environment, the life, and so much has been said around some of these, from yesterday, life and earth, economy, reputation, and assets. And remember that part of some of the infrastructure that Galaxy have critical national infrastructure, and these assets need to be properly managed. So from that point of view of understanding what we have, what we need to manage, so we also take cognizance of the local laws and regulations, because some of these laws and regulations, they have specific requirements that if you follow them, if you implement them, so they will help you to, to keep in check some of the unnecessary threats that may want to, to attack you. Now, some of these included the Nigerian Constitution, Section 37 of the 1989 Constitution talked about data security or information security. And it is expected that an organization like Galaxy takes steps to ensure that our data is protected. The NDPR also have certain requirements, specific requirements that need to be implemented. The Cybercrime Prohibition, Prevention Act 2015, the National Cybersecurity Policy and Strategy. So the point I'm making here is that we are conversant and conscious of the requirements of these laws and regulations, and we are ensuring compliance to ensure that we implement the necessary controls to ensure compliance. Now, as an organization, we also believe in using international best practices to manage cybersecurity. And some of the standards that we have implemented in Galaxy include ISO 27001, that is ISMS. Then we have ISO 20000. So in fact, we use this ISO 20000 2018 to actually deliver our IT services. And then we also subscribe to and implemented the requirement of PCI DSS to the letter. And we appreciate what it means to have this kind of standard implemented. For instance, we have some banks hosting their infrastructure in Galaxy Backbone. And one of the requirements of hosting this kind of infrastructure is compliance to PCI DSS. PCI means Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard. Now, so like I've said, and in conclusion, the bedrock of cybersecurity is risk management. Understand the risk around you. So from that perspective, Galaxy Backbone has actually put in place necessary measures, controls, technologies to ensure that we manage the risk around us. And that leads us to this philosophy of risk management that says the art of war teaches us to rely not on the likelihood of the enemies not coming, but on our own readiness to receive him, not on the chance of his not attacking, but rather on the fact that we have put in place a defense strategy to make our position unassailable. We all know that there's no 100% security. The point is that we are trying as much as possible to understand our risks and to take necessary steps to ensure that these risks are mitigated to a reasonable level. Thank you.